Hi everyone and welcome to Fresh from My Garden. Today we are talking about this beautiful trailing flowering plant called the butterfly pea flower, and it's also known by other names like Aparajita and Shankupushpam. This is a plant that grows wild in a lot of places, but it is also sold in nurseries. And we purchased our plant from a nursery more than a year ago, and we got to propagate and make few extra plants for our garden. So we have a few of these plants in our garden and also on our terrace. The flowers of this plant are not just beautiful, but they also have a lot of medicinal benefits. These flowers are used to make a tea that helps with weight loss. And we can also use these flowers to make a skin cream that helps to improve the glow of the skin and makes our skin look really beautiful and healthy. Butterfly pea is a sun loving, flowering, trailing plant that grows onto trellises and onto different support systems. But it doesn't really grow very wild like the morning glory, but it still takes up some space and it grows very beautifully with a lot of foliage and lot of flowers, especially during the summertime. These plants are also very easy to grow and easy to maintain, and they also come in a few different colors and also in single and double petaled varieties. So, here I have the blue butterfly pea, which has a lot of medicinal benefits, but there are also white and pink colored that I have seen a lot in a lot of pictures and videos, but I have only the blue ones which I use to make morning tea sometimes and also to make some skin cream that I can use at home. These are planted on the south side of my garden on the trellis along with a few other plants like the passion fruit and Galphemia vine. Recently, I also got a double petaled seed which I planted in my garden, and this is the double petaled variety of butterfly pea. So, this is really beautiful and it looks kind of like a mini rose, and these seeds were shared by one of my friends. So, this is another variety that I have in the garden apart from the single petaled butterfly pea. As I had mentioned in the beginning of the video, we purchased one plant from the nursery, and that plant died back after a while, but we got to propagate a few more plants for our garden before that died back. So now we have quite a few plants in our garden, mostly on the south side on the fence and also a few on the terrace. So this is a very easy to grow and easy to propagate plant, and they can be easily grown from seeds. Now these are the seed pods that are formed after the flowers are spent, and this plant produces a lot of seed pods, and as they dry up we can break them open and collect the seeds that we can plant in our garden or save for later. During the hot summer months, sometimes they even pop open due to extreme heat and dryness and scatter over the place and grow by themselves. So, this is on our trellis with some morning glories that are also growing here. So, I have few different plants as I mentioned earlier on the trellis. Some part of it is yet to be covered, but we still have a lot of different varieties of flowering plants. These plants are also sensitive to watering and will wither quickly in the dry and hot summers. So they need to be watered regularly on a daily basis so that the leaves are looking fresh and lush and beautiful and it's blooming regularly. One problem that we face when growing these plants is powdery mildew attack. So, powdery mildew is a common pest attack that we see on these butterfly pea plants, and it can be controlled easily with some fungicide that we can spray on the leaves of these plants, or we can add some fungicide at the base of the plants when we are planting them, and that will help to a large extent. But since we are having on and off rains, and due to that excess moisture and humidity could be one of the reasons why this powdery mildew is a lot on most of these plants. But it doesn't kill the plants completely, and it is okay and it can be dealt with. So, these are a few tips for growing these beautiful plants. Hope you enjoyed a view of these beautiful flowers from our garden. Please do support our channel by watching our videos regularly and also subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching Fresh from My Garden.